Good morning, owners. Grab your cups because it's Motivational Monday on the Own Your Now show. And guess what? We have Rebeccah Bennett in the house. Lady Yo, let's go.
All right.
Unstoppable.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I've heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for Motivational Monday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and you know what they call me, Lady Yo.
Good morning, Lady Yo. Yes, they do. How are you today?
I am fantastic and ready to be motivated.
Yes, and we will be motivated today. Let me tell you, we got some lessons to learn. We have Rebeccah Bennett in the house. I'm so excited about it. And you know what? I got to ask you that question. What you sipping on? What's in your cup?
Well, before I tell you what's in my cup, today's show has been sponsored by the Conley Financial Group, where they offer holistic insurance solutions for your business and personal benefit challenges. And now, I'm going to tell you what's in my cup.
Okay, what's in your cup? What you sipping on? I could guess, but I want to know.
Green tea with 2 chips of peppermint.
All right now, 2 chips of peppermint. Sounds good.
It is delicious, but I already know what's in your cup because you drink the same thing, but tell the world what's in your cup, Tracy.
I'm drinking black coffee. You all know I like my coffee black, no sugar, no cream. And let me tell you something. There are benefits to black coffee. It improves your memory. Did you know that? Which I needed. I'm over 50, y'all. And it also has antioxidants. Guess what, Lady O? It helps with weight loss.
Okay, well, you're looking good, sister. You don't need to lose any weight, but I know as we are getting a little bit older, we need to watch it a little bit. But, honey, you don't need to watch it. You look great.
I'm trying. Thank you. Thank you. So do you. So do you.
Thank you.
I love your dress.
Thank you so much.
But wait a minute. You always put a little bit of peppermint chips inside of your tea. What is the benefits of peppermint?
Well, you know what? It soothes your tummy, and it just gets rid of tension and headaches, and it just makes you balanced.
Yes. You know what? We like balance.
And notice I do 2 chips because I need
like
double
balance.
balance.
Yes, double balance.
Double balance.
Okay, balance yourself for me and for you.
Yes.
Well, you know we got Rebeccah Bennett coming, and she's going to inspire us to be our best selves. She's the perfect guest for Motivational Monday, don't you think?
Absolutely. Her energy is everything, and she is truly authentic.
Yes, she is. So this is the thing. I want to know, when you think about being authentic, because that's a word that a lot of people use, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Being my authentic, happy self. You know, sometimes when people see you smile a lot, they're thinking, what's wrong with her? But I love to smile, and I love to bring happiness into the room. So that's what comes to mind to me, because I'm truly an authentic, happy person.
I agree. I think for me, one of the big pieces is also self-care. You know, if you're going to be authentic, you better take care of yourself first. Because there are some people out there, we always say positivity breeds positivity, negativity breeds negativity. So we want to make sure that we stay positive and we take care of ourselves. Well, you know what? That's what today's show is going to be all about, making sure that you take care of yourself. And you know what? The other thing that we're going to do, we're going to come back with our Own Your Now affirmation and our motivational song of the day. So whatever you're drinking, I want you to sip it slowly and let us know, owners, what's in your cup. And when we return, get ready for our Own Your Now cup of affirmations and our motivational song of the day, sponsored by Fraser Automotive.
25 years of experience. Let us show you the right way to buy a vehicle. I think that's what sets us apart and above the rest. We're great at educating and making sure our clients have the best buying experience possible. We're located at 9095 Belt Road at the intersection of 270 and Lindbergh.
The Conley Financial Group and Branch Benefits Consultants, offering the holistic approach to all of your professional and personal insurance and retirement needs. We're changing the world one policy at a time.
I'm Rebeccah Bennett with InPower Institute. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
And we're back, everyone. It's time for the Own Your Now Cup of Affirmation word of the day. My word of the day is habit. I tell everybody that you need to make sure you have good habits, but sometimes we don't. There are 3 types of habits. There's constructive habits that moves you towards your goals, your priorities, and your purpose. There's neutral habits that neither move us forward or backwards. And then at last, that's the destructive habit. And that habit prevents you from doing anything in motion. It also slows you down and reverses our progress. We want to make sure that today you focus on cultivating constructive habits. Everybody say that. Constructive habits. Owners, habits that inspire, uplift, and empower you. Habits that propel you to be whatever it is that you decide to be. You know what? Habits that make you do what, Lady O?
Be your best self.
That's right, y'all. So let's get ready for our Own Your Now motivational song of the day by Lady Bree, and it's called Best Self. Take some deep breaths in and let them go. Deep breaths in and let them go. And then we'll start with our left arm. Take it up high, reach it to the sky. You feel that?
Absolutely.
Stretch it.
Absolutely feels fantastic.
Bring it down. Right arm now, slowly.
Okay, so you being your best self?
I am being my best self. Yes, I am. All right, everyone, bring that arm down. We're going to bring both arms up, and we're going to center ourselves.
Ooh, that feels
Slowly.
good. Wow.
Yes. Now, we want you to reach out to a friend. Let's reach out.
Hey, owners.
You feel me?
I feel
you. And of course, what do?
Hug
We make sure
ourselves.
that we hug ourselves.
You have to love
You
yourself
have to
first.
love yourself first. And then take a collective deep breath in, huge deep breath in, and a huge complete deep breath out. Ooh, how does that feel?
Felt fantastic. Let me tell you, Tracy, just that little bit of stretching makes you just think about your day, and it centers you. It truly, truly does. Thank you so much.
We got to take time for ourselves. We have to take time for ourselves. But you know what else we have to take time to do? We have to celebrate those vibrant vibes. You all know Lady O has the vibrant vibes. And if you have any vibrant vibes, exclusives, or birthday shout outs, please go to our website and make sure that you let us know, because we want to know. But right now, Lady O, give us a little bit of our vibrant vibes.
All right. Well, you know, first of all, our Vibrant Vibe is being sponsored by McKinney Group Wealth Management. And now we have Vibrant Vibes going out to all the football players that played over the weekend. You know, our football players have been in quarantine, and last year was totally different.
Yes,
but
it
I'm
was.
so proud of those young men who went out and played their best and gave us a show. And guess who has a football player in their family?
I do. Shout out. I got to shout out to
Go
You
ahead.
know, we used to call him Little Nate, but you know what now? He's Big Nate. Okay, shout out to Big Nate, which is my son, our son, me and my husband's son. And he does play football. He plays corner. He plays safety. He plays special teams.
Okay.
I learned so much about football. I know you're a baseball fan, but you know a lot about all sports, don't you?
I love sports. And another thing I know a lot about is chocolate.
Chocolate. Speaking of chocolate, I think it is National Chocolate Day. Yes. Okay, everybody, I want to know, what's your favorite? I love dark chocolate, but I really love white chocolate.
Oh, now I love dark chocolate, but I want to let you all know, when I was younger, I was a tour guide for the Hershey Chocolate Factory.
That's a fun fact. Wow.
It was
I didn't know
wonderful.
that.
I mean, and you got to eat truly all the candy you wanted to eat. So it was a fun job. I was a teenager. I was in college, and I just had a fantastic time. And my mom was the kiss operator.
Wow. So let me tell you this. I don't have, my fun fact is I love chocolate covered strawberries, and I get them every holiday. In addition to that, I love chocolate wine. I love everything chocolate. I really
Yes.
do. Now, do you like chocolate ice cream, or do you like like the chocolate toppings.
Well, you know, I'm a drizzle kind of girl. I can do a vanilla bean with a little drizzle of chocolate. So
Yes.
I'm that kind of girl. You like chocolate ice cream?
I do. I like everything chocolate. I even like chocolate coffee.
Oh my. She loves chocolate. Well, you know, also we have to give out a birthday shout out to Isaiah Whitlock Jr. He plays Charlie on Your Honor. And if you have not watched Your Honor, it is a treat. It's suspenseful.
Wow.
It has some great characters in it. So happy birthday, Isaiah.
Happy birthday, Isaiah, in case you're watching. Of course he's watching.
Of course he is.
Right. Okay, y'all. Well, you know what? When we return, we will have the phenomenal Rebeccah Bennett, and you definitely want to watch. Okay? So make sure you tune in, and we'll be right back.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
The Conley Financial Group and Branch Benefits Consultants, offering the holistic approach to all of your professional and personal insurance and retirement needs. We're changing the world one policy at a time.
And as we promised, founder of InPower Institute, we have the Rebeccah Bennett. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. You know, I almost want to feel like clapping. As soon as I heard you say her name, I want to start clapping because she always brings the energy, the authenticity. And so I just get excited when we know she's going to be part of our day. But we want to know, what gets you started? What's in your cup?
Ooh, I am having a steaming cup of authenticity this morning.
I love it.
Indeed.
I love it.
I want to
Indeed.
snap when I hear that because we know what authentic looks like and feels like when we're in your space. I want you to talk about, it's Motivational Monday, so
Yes.
we want you to give us some lessons. I want you
Yes.
to talk to us about the lessons of essence.
Ooh,
right
okay, I
now.
didn't see this one coming, but I'm going to lean in.
Yes.
Right, I'm going to lean in. There are ways in which we are conditioned to believe that the power in our lives lies in our circumstances and our experiences, right? Many of us have had amazing circumstances. Many of us have had traumatic circumstances, but we tend to believe that the power that defines and shapes life lies in those things, and those things are outside of us. And so this lesson in the essence is that the greatest power that we have lies not in our circumstances, but lies in our essence. In our essence. That is the creative source of our being. And so this piece about authenticity is to thine own self be true, to thy essence be true, because the essence is what determines and dictates the experience, and the circumstances many ways shapes the experiences that we have.
Oh, we just snapping. I heard you ready to just snap it.
Yes, indeed. Now, you said authenticity.
Sure.
What does that word mean to you?
It's about being true to ourselves, right? There are lots of times and spaces in which we are taught that in order to belong, right, in order to be safe, we have got to do what other people need, what other people want, what other people expect. And so we spend a lifetime contorting ourselves, disabling our own authentic self-expression, disabling our authentic self-expression in order not to be molested or violated or isolated in the world, right? And there's some consequences of that in terms of how we feel about our lives, whether or not we thrive, what our health looks like, right? And so I want us to shift and to come back to what is true for you.
Right.
Right? What is true for you? And if we're waiting for permission for other people to allow us or to support us in being true to ourselves, it'll never happen.
It'll never happen.
It'll never happen.
You're absolutely right. You know, I've been to the InPower Institute. I want you to share with everyone what that space means to you. I mean, I remember when you were birthing that baby.
Right.
And it just brings about what self-healing community. What does it mean to you?
I look around, the nature of the work that I do is to go into places of deep pain in community and to work with a whole constellation of people to help figure out what we can do about it. And so there's no shortage of spaces where there is pain. But there are a shortage of spaces where we are supported in being whole and well, no matter our gender, our sexual orientation, our racial identity, right, our national origin, our religion. So I am interested in creating spaces that support wholeness and well-being at every level of the human experience, however we show up. Because we need that in order to be able to heal and address the toxicity that often exists within our lives and in our families and in our communities. So that's what InPower Institute is about.
Yes, it is.
That was a whole word.
Yes, and the thing about it is it's within a building, but it's also within the community.
Right.
Like inside out.
Right.
You know, you said shift. Shift happens. S-H-I-F-T.
That's right.
How liberating is it when shift happens?
It can be liberating. It can also be disorienting. For those of us who are addicted to the familiar, the shift can feel very uncomfortable, right? And for many of us, the familiar ceases being fulfilling, right? But we do it out of habit.
Yes, we do.
Right? So we keep coming back to it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, even if it doesn't serve us. And so sometimes life sends us a shift, often ways that we don't want. Other times we pursue the shift.
Yes.
But the shift is always an opening or an opportunity to help experience and express life in a different way. Right? And if we can open ourselves to the possibilities inherent in the change, we might just in fact get what it is we really want.
Yes, in fact, we might. But you know, we got to seek that. You know, one of the things that I love about you, that you show us what it looks like to show up as a wife, as a mother, but most important, as a woman.
Right.
Talk about the value of self-love and self-care. Because we always ask, how do you balance yourself?
Right.
What do you do? What tools do you offer to yourself?
I have a deep spiritual practice. Right, I have a deep spiritual practice. And I don't say that in a way for anybody who doesn't have that to shame or to any of that. But it is the way that I sit with myself every day. Every day I sit with myself. And sometimes sitting with myself is uncomfortable and difficult because I'm looking at things, I'm looking at patterns or practices, right, that are hurtful or that are not productive. When you started talking about destructive habits, there are times in which I have to sit with myself on that, right? And there are times when I sit with myself in my dreams and my aspirations. There are times when I sit with myself in my feelings, right? There are times when I sit with myself just in the goodness and the richness of being. But when I sit with myself, what I uncover is that I'm never alone.
All right.
Right, is that I'm never alone, that I'm always companioned in this life by an eternal support. Now, whatever you call it, I happen to have a name for it, but whatever you call it, what I recognize is that in every moment, there is something that is supporting and sustaining my precious life. And when I can focus on that, when I can get centered in that, I'm not breathing on my own. Something in my body knows how to breathe. Something is creating the oxygen. Something is providing the support from what I'm sitting on. Something is, right, when I widen my state of consciousness to recognize the infinite number of ways in which I am being supported and held no matter my circumstance, right, no matter what lot I have in life, then it affirms for me that my life is precious.
Yes.
right? It affirms for me that I have value in some way, right? Whatever my lot in life. I was listening on Sunday to the song, It Is Well With My Soul.
Yes.
I love it.
Right? It is well with my soul, whatever my lot, right? Thou hast taught me to say, it is well. So I'm coming back into that state of being where it is well, even as my conditions might be turbulent.
Oh, yes. Wow.
You know, Tracy said ouch a minute ago.
Yes.
Talk to us about, we're living in a different time.
Yep.
And people may say things to you, act a certain way to you. Is it okay to say, ouch, that hurt?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's always okay to tell our truth, whether or not they receive it. The truth is not for the person on the other end. The truth is for us.
Yes.
Right? And so I need to hear myself say what is true and real for me in order to know that I have the power and the ability to say it.
Yes.
Right? In order to be able to validate, this is what I feel and this is where I am. I might not ever get that affirmation or appreciation from someone outside of me. They may not like my truth. They may not respect my ouch. Right? But at least I got a chance to say, this is what is real and true for me, and not just in my head, but in the world. Right? I got a chance to proclaim what is true for me. So I think it's important for us to do that. And I also think it's important for us to do it where it hurts, because we presume that people understand that they are hurting us, and we can't presume that. Right? Because their sensibilities are not the same as our own. So what they said might not hurt them, but it might hurt me. And so I need to, as a way of demarcating my boundaries and as a way of validating myself, I need to say, I am hurt.
Yes.
Now back up.
We're like, yes, now back up.
And I am hurt.
I am hurt.
Now back up.
Now back up.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? I am hurt. Now back up.
There's this book that I love to read called The Four Agreements. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And there's something about the power of words and making sure that you affirm that. I love that she said that you have to sit with yourself.
Absolutely.
I've never felt like I'm lonely when I'm sitting with myself and being alone. You all see I grabbed my journal, y'all, because if you missed anything, you probably need to replay it, because I'm all in. She said lean in.
Yes.
She meant that.
Yes.
We thank you for saying yes to us and for saying yes to yourself. Tell us your affirmation word. I mean, she just filled our cup totally up.
Absolutely.
What
We're on
is
the
your
overflow.
affirmation? Yes.
Sipping off the saucer.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to this authenticity, and to thine own self be true, right? Which is one of the wisdoms of Shakespeare. To thine own self be true. It is such a simple truth, and yet it is so profoundly difficult for each and every one of us. And yet if we make a practice or a habit of being true to ourselves, there's a way in which we unlock the sweetness of life, right? And it is the first step in the journey of liberation. We will never be free. We will never be free, no matter the oppressive system, structure, relationship, if we're not true to ourselves. So it is the freedom on which every other freedom depends.
All right. That was a whole word.
Yes.
Okay. We thank you, Rebeccah Bennett, for
Thank
coming
you.
on, for saying yes to us.
Yes.
I feel liberated right now.
I am
right
so
now.
motivated.
When we return, we will wrap up with the Own Your Now flow. Everybody, y'all better get your journals and write, because we're gonna flow. We're gonna flow tonight.
Yes. Yes.
25 years of experience. Let us show you the right way to buy a vehicle. I think that's what sets us apart and above the rest. We're great at educating and making sure our clients have the best buying experience possible. We're located at 9095 Belt Road at the intersection of 270 and Lindbergh.
Now it's time for the Own Your Now flow. When I tell you today was it was so motivational, was it not?
She was absolutely amazing.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. I know I'm taking away to thy own self be true. You know, I always say I define me, but meaning that I'm going to make sure that I state what I mean, and I say it loud, and I say it with authenticity. What did you take away from today?
You know, when she talked about shift, because we always get used to just being in the same space and we get comfortable.
Yes, we do.
We have to shift.
Yes, we do. Speaking of shifting, what is your affirmation word for today?
I'm going to elevate my shift.
Elevate. Okay, elevate the shift. I want you all to understand that habits start when you begin to say, I am going to be authentic to myself. So get ready to elevate. The Own Your Now show is being sponsored by the Conley Financial Group. Special shout out to our guest today, founder of the InPower Institute, Rebeccah Bennett. Until next time, keep your cup full. Go out and create some vibrant vibes and keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
Make it a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.
The Conley Financial Group and Branch Benefits Consultants, offering the holistic approach to all of your professional and personal insurance and retirement needs. We're changing the world one policy at a time.
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We had this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day. He's an incredible companion and my best friend.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, it's gonna be cool.
When I retired from the Navy, I found myself on a void in my life that had been filled by the people that I served with. Tommy really brought an important factor to my life. I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever